Every summer, D2C beauty and wellness brands run on the same playbook. They raise the budget, push the campaign to go live, and start scaling the spend. But by the week 3, the numbers stop making sense. CAC climbs very high and ROAS drop dramatically. What worked in May stops working in June. And the instinct is always the same, pushing more budget, but the problem was never the budget, it was the system behind it. Welcome to Boardroom Series, episode 15. Today we break down Agentic AI system brand should deploy this summer, not to run more campaigns, but to build one more actually sustained performance.
And this matter a lot because summer is the hardest season to scale efficiently in this category. Beauty and wellness brand push products like sunscreen, hair care, body care, supplements, and they all compete at the same time, which causes CPMs to rise and hence the search get crowded, which is mostly the reason why brands that were profitable a month ago suddenly lose efficiency without knowing why.
What's really happening is simple. The market is moving faster than the team. Search intent shifts weekly and the trend spikes or disappear in days. And brands still operating on fixed content calendars are always reacting late.
That's exactly the gap Agentic AI solves. This isn't about generating content on command, it's about systems that monitor, decide, and act continuously so the brand stay aligned with what actually happening.
Let's start with creatives because that's where CAC quietly breaks. In summer fatigue hit fast. The market is working is a fast-paced environment where an ad peaks, frequency rises, and the performance drops. While there is nothing ready to replace it, that's generally not a creative problem but a production problem.
Which is where a platform like Jasper AI changes the workflow entirely. It doesn't just generate copy, it ingests your brand voice, past campaign performance, audience segments, and continuously refresh creative across funnels. So for a brand like Dot and Key or M Caffeine running multiple product lines simultaneously, creative velocity stop depending on team bandwidth.
On the organic side, this is where most brands are quietly leaking efficiency. Summer search intent is extremely specific. Keywords like SPF routine, lightweight skincare, post sun recovery are searched in high volume. If you're not ranking for that, you are paying for traffic you could be getting for free.
The shift here is from periodic audit to continuous optimization. Tools like Night Owl track keywords movement, identify content gaps, and prioritize fixes by actual traffic impact in real time. So if a query starts trending mid-June, you're already optimized by July. And on the technical side, platforms like Ally AI go even further. They don't just flag issues like broken tags or crawl errors, but also fix them directly on the live site without waiting for a developer.
Now comes paid media, where CAC pressure shows immediately. Here, most teams are still operating reactively, searching performance, making changes, but monitor result the next day. In summer, that delay can be expensive.
Because the market doesn't wait 24 hours. And what's changing is cross-platform optimization in real time. System like Mint AI can monitor spends, bids, and performance signals across Meta and Google simultaneously. So when one channel becomes expensive, budget reallocate automatically before the CAC actually spikes.
And then comes the most underutilized lever, which is retention. Summer brings a high volume of first time buyers, but most of them never come back. Have you thought why? It is a customer problem, but a system failures that slow the growth and stop conversations.
But what can be done to stop this from happening?
This is where Klaviyo's marketing agent can be useful because it addresses exactly this. Instead of fixed email flows, it runs on real behavior based on what someone browsed and what they brought and when they are likely to replenish. For example, someone who brought a vitamin C serum in June can be reminded, right, when they are likely to run low. Someone who browsed 3 times without buying should receive a very different message from someone who dropped off at checkout. And when repeats rates improve, CAC comes down because each customer delivers more value.
This becomes far more powerful when it stops being a set of separate tools and start working as one connected system. That is where the infrastructure layer matters. A platform like Anyten connects Meta, Google, Shopify, Calavia, GA4, and Slack into automated decision workflow you can fully control. So when CSC crosses a threshold, the system identifies why, recommends the next action, and alerts the team instantly. That is not just campaign management, it is a growth operating system. And for teams that need this without the technical build. Gumloop delivers the same capability through a no-code interface. You describe the workflow and it assembles it for you.
Brands operating this way, seeing 30 to 50% higher engagement for more relevant creatives, 20 to 35% improvement in click-through rate, and 25 to 40% lower cost per lead without expanding the team because the team usually struggles to keep pace with monitoring, testing, optimizing continuously, and now this system is doing it for them.
That's what this summer actually demands. Not big budgets, not more campaigns, but a system that moves as fast as the market. Because when your marketing is more responsive than your competition's, that's when performance establishes.
That's what we explore in Boardroom Series. If you're building or scaling D2C beauty and wellness brand and wants to implement system like these, start by auditing where your current workflow is slowing you down.
And if you want to go deeper into how these systems are actually built and deployed, follow the series. We break this down every week with real use cases, real workflows, and what actually working. See you in the next episode.